Okay, I'm back from that. This is where the throttle comes in really useful. And also the, dang it, I did the dodge attack and it still hit me. Life's so unfair! Okay, that time it missed even though I timed it wrong. So these things seem to be kind of fickle.
This is a joy, a treat to watch you buzz around like a fly. Dance, fly, dance. I'm your puppet master, and you.
Yeah, this guy's completely nuts, if you can notice. I do like his dance around like a fly dialogue though. This guy does have really memorable dialogue, I'll give him that. And he seems to be going down very quickly, which is unusual. Because I remember this being a lot harder. Okay. Just kind of mash the R1 button because you have unlimited ammo now. And wow, he's already down.
You and your foolish friends keep trying to beat me with your guns. They're like toys to my creatures.
They keep being your creatures though.
He'd laugh in your silly little faces.
This isn't working, Bentley. He's literally laughing at us.
Just give me time. I'll think of something.
I'm settling this now. Face to face.
Paragliding over to that creature? You're out of your mind.
And I guess that's the end of the biplane, which makes me really sad. We had some good times together. What? Where did... Oh yeah, he doesn't have a cane. Okay.
It's strong, just like your father.
Nice attention to
You don't know
detail.
anything about me or my father.
Really? Well, who let you in on the secret of this place, eh? Was it my old pal McSweeney, perhaps?
Sweeney works for you? This was all a setup to get the cane.
No, my boy. Once upon a time, he and I worked together for your dear old dad.
My father wouldn't have run with a guy who'd try to steal from the Cooper vault, let alone attempt to kill his son.
Time does strange things to people. Just look at the real leader of your gang, Bentley.
Whatever. We're friends. Equals.
Then why is it called the Cooper Gang, you self-centered egomaniac?
That's enough. Time to meet the past.
Well, I guess Dr. M isn't dead. But judging by what happened there, he has every right to be dead. But he's not. Don't worry.
Bentley, you there?
Yeah, pal?
I'm about to head inside the vault, and I want you and Murray to come with me. We're a team, a family. We should do this together.
Okay, be right up, partner. Nice! We'll have the Panda King give the van a boost. Stay clear, Sly. We're about to get awesome.
The fuse is lit.
Buckle up, Bentley. We're about to fly. Yahoo! We're never doing that again.
Oh, I wouldn't be so sure about that, Bentley. I do kind of like how the Panda King, like, even though Bentley said, oh, we need a demolitions expert, he hasn't done much except make things fly. I guess he was useful in that first heist. Okay, yeah, never mind. He's been doing stuff. I'll take it back.
Well, this place is amazing.
Yeah, it's gotta be like at least 100 years old.
An archaeological marvel.
Glad you boys are impressed, because it looks like I'll have to go on from here alone.
Do it, Sly. This place was built for you. We'll hold down the fort here.
Could be dark in there.
Yeah, no. So yeah, upon the revelation that Dr. M worked for Sly's dad, it's brought up like the question of,
My ancestors sure knew how to decorate. Nothing but big piles of gold.
like, what the purpose of Sly's gang is. And it's been pretty clear throughout the series. Here, let me talk to this thing first, or talk about this thing.
This place was started by Slyton Common II. He built his fortune in the employ of the great pharaohs. That must have been around 1300 BC.
Yeah. So, this is a really cool final level. The Cooper Vault has all sorts of challenges, I guess to make sure only a Cooper could get through. And the obstacles won't pop up until you read about the ancestor. So, yeah. You can't skip these.
Sir Gallup of the Knights of the Cooper Order. Honorable knight and cunning thief.
So yeah, as I was saying, it's been pretty clear throughout the series that Sly, Bentley, and Murray have been friends and there's been no subservience. But, when Dr. M talks about being treated as subservient by, dang it, Sly's dad, it's kind of a point of discussion, you know. But we'll get more into that later. Yeah, I can't imagine... Well, I would say I can't imagine Bentley or Murray getting through here, but... I'm gonna hold my tongue for a little bit. I guess all of Sly's ancestors had the paraglider.
Salim al-Kapar of Arabia. It was said that he had the stealth of 40 thieves.
Which is interesting. It makes me wonder if... Well, I don't know, maybe having a glider is just standard Cooper family apparel. I died. Because I suck. I think it just takes me back to the last ancestor, though. I hope it doesn't take me back to the beginning. It took me back to the beginning. Wait, okay, no, never mind, no it didn't. I was just kind of expecting it to, just to make me mad. But yeah, I was gonna, like, make some point about, like, how the paraglider on Thief Net was actually, like, a Cooper heirloom. You could fly back there, but you want to do this. But then I thought, well, I mean, most thieves probably would want to have one for stuff like this.
The strongest of the Cooper clan, Slay McCooper, could break any lock with a single blow.
That was a funky glitch. I don't think I'm gonna get it to happen again, so I'll just forget about it. And here's the fun part. But yeah, I guess the slide pattern is just like his customization of it. The reason I call this the fun part is because... Oh, I don't want to spoil anything, but there is a challenge that involves getting through this vault in like a certain length of time. And this is the part that usually kills the runs of those, because I want to like go through this part fast by jumping around, except I always screw it up. Especially this part, because you can't really jump over these because they move too fast. So you just kind of want to have to wait it out one by one. But the ones going from the other direction you can jump over. I mean, you could probably jump over those, it'd just be really hard. So you just... dang it. That's what I meant to do. You could jump past them, I guess, but what's the point? So wow, I guess these axes have just been chopping these logs for like thousands of years. That makes no sense. I'm guessing that these aren't actually logs. I don't know. Let's just not try to make sense of this.
The Ninja Spire landing was perfected in feudal Japan by Ryoichi Cooper.
I'm not gonna say anything about Ryoichi right now. And good, more. There's also These chests have a lot of coins. Too bad coins are completely useless now. So yeah, watch out for these horrible knives, which will cut you. Or HMO will one you. And whenever the little sparks start flying, that means we're about to go back in. And here's a little bonsai tree which just managed to stay alive. This place is really cool. I mean, let's look at all this gold, man. I mean, how did they even build this? Maybe... I mean, I guess each clan member was really wealthy, so they could have hired people. But how would they have kept it a secret? This is like the Sly Cooper universe equivalent of, like, conspiracy theories.
Henriette One-Eye Cooper sailed the seas and stole from pirates. Guess I really take after her.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. And here you just kind of have to hide underneath these boxes so you don't get burned by these weird skull things that somehow burn you. I really don't get it, but hey, it's cool. I don't care. I'm looking for some health. Okay, there's some health. The chests usually don't seem to contain health, but the barrels do. Alright, I think we're... I actually have no idea.
Tennessee Kid Cooper learned to slide along railroad tracks in the Old West.
Indeed he did. It looks like we're getting more close to the future, because the Old West happened, like, only a couple hundred years ago. Which sounds like a long time, except most of these have been, like, in the scale of thousands of years. If you think about world history, a few hundred years ago really isn't that long. Like, that's like, all of the United States history is, like, really recent in the scale of world history. Whereas China and places like that have been around for freaking ever. And Japan, which is the last one or one of the more recent ones. I'm guessing these are going in chronological order. But yeah, this is a really cool level, which I've said before.
Victorian-era London was the stomping grounds for the most gentlemanly thief, Thaddeus Winslow Cooper.
Alright, so Victorian era. I think that's not much further, or that's around the same time period as the Old West, maybe slightly before. Yeah, I think it was like in the 1600s, so probably before. Dang it. No, probably more like the 18th century. Like before the French Revolution, I want to say. Actually, no, I'm just getting mixed up. Because I'm thinking, oh yeah, Victorian era is when Great Expectations took place. And I'm getting that mixed up with Tale of Two Cities. So, okay. Oh, that's weird. Okay. I got overexcited there. Alright, now wait for it. And, oh boy, this part is my favorite. And also, obviously, you can't stay on those hooks for too long. You also can't die. But yeah, as I was saying, I think the Victorian era was around the 17th century. You just have to carefully time your jumps. I don't think there's really any other way to get through this. Just kind of don't screw up. Okay, that wasn't so bad.
Besides being a thief, Otto von Cooper was a great fighter ace and mechanic.
Alright, so I guess we're getting more and more modern here. We're getting to, like, probably the early 20th century. So what's next? Spinning fans, I guess. What's powering these? You know what? I agreed to stop trying to make sense of this. Just don't make sense of anything. There's no point. Oh.
This must be my father's work. How am I supposed to get through this thing? He made this challenge for a move I've never learned. There's nothing like this in the Thieves Raccoonus. Come on, Dad. Help me out here.
Your thief sense will help you out. Okay, I'm sorry. What is powering this? I mean, look at this. There's a generator. And there's like... Okay, I guess that's not food. I thought it was like a bunch of cupcakes and stuff. And also, that's an interesting choice of image. And also, there's no
Those
picture of
laser
his...
beams? Thieving opportunity? You gotta be kidding me.
Okay, I guess he... I've actually never heard him say that before, because to me it was always pretty obvious what to do here.
Nice work, Dad.
But yeah, as I was saying, it's done to keep Sly's father's identity a mystery, but... Is that ever revealed in, like, Thieves in Time? I have no idea, I haven't beaten that game yet.
This must be the inner sanctum. Wish Bentley and Murray were here for this.
But yeah, that's kind of the point of that, I guess. It doesn't make any sense from the universe perspective, but nothing does. So,